Alright, have a bit of a different video than what you've probably been used to seeing me upload. I just figured while I was screwing around down here in the basement, might as well show you most of like my fire alarm collection. I'll show you where I keep all the smoke alarms and kind of just go through the devices that I have down here. Don't expect me to remember all of the model numbers because I have over 200 devices, at least in commercial fire alarms, and smoke alarms are about 70, so I'm not going to remember everything. But I'm just going to kind of go through them, what I have down here right now, the rest of the collection, as well as like an entire collection video as a whole are probably going to be uploaded at the end of the year because a lot of people tend to do that, so might as well. But let's get started. The first device, which you've probably seen a little bit, is this Federal Signal SPA speaker. Got this today. Pretty nice speaker. I like it. It sounds really good for a fire alarm speaker. Just really clear tone. Usually I'm used to them sounding pretty bad, but yeah, pretty nice. Over here is my Gamewell FCI SBU-70 speaker strobe. 2.5 watts. Okay sound to it. 4 candela strobe, and this thing has the really the most strange volume tap settings because it's very normal to have what this one has here: 1/4, 1/2, 1, 2. But not only is this 2.5 watts, it's the tap settings are 0.33, 0.66, 1.25, and then 2.5. And it's just kind of odd. I feel like 1/4, 1/2, like maybe 1.5, 2.5 would make more sense, but I don't know. I'm not the one who made it, so yeah, it's just kind of odd. Then we got a bunch of devices up here. I will go through each one, but just might as well show you. We're going to start with the back row and then just kind of go on from there. So first we're going to start here. This is the focus Faraday 336S. This is a 2.5, maybe 3 inch, don't remember, single stroke AC bell. Really nice, pretty rare as far as I'm concerned, but yeah, there. Up here we've got my Thomas Industries Audibel KB306. 6-inch vibrating AC bell. Got it on its special back box, and this over here is a mounting plate for it if I didn't want it on the back box. Very nice bell, quite loud, quite like it. This is a Benjamin's, another Benjamin device. This is a, I forget the model, but it's just like the original Simplex 4032 or whatever it's called. Yeah, I don't think it works. I've tried testing it and nothing happened. Might just be a loose connection or just no connection, I guess, somewhere. So it probably works. I just, don't care. This is an ESL smoke/heat detector. Don't remember the model. Runs on 120 volts AC. Yeah, pretty cool. At least I think so. This over here is my couch. Well, one of my couch F650 coded pull stations. This one's code 331. I uploaded a short with this and my Honeywell chime and a Simplex remote light. So you've probably seen this one if you've watched that short. It does work, and it's also in really good condition. Yeah, not much else to say. This here is my Simplex STR 4017-16, I believe. Another 6-inch AC vibrating bell. Pretty nice, really good condition, considering its age, but, it's pretty cool. Alright, the next is a WL Jenkins model 2204, 24 volt DC vibrating bell. Got this thing brand new, so explains the good condition. But, yeah, I really do like these WL Jenkins bells. Just a shame they're not as popular as I feel like they should be. And then next to it, I got another WL Jenkins bell. This is the 1005. It's a 4-inch, 120 volt AC vibrating bell. Also got it brand new. Pretty nice as well. This thing is ridiculously quiet, which is really funny. Usually I would assume that bells are pretty loud, but no, this one's quite quiet. Moving on, got a Ansel 6-inch motor bell here. It's a rebranded Wheelock bell. Don't remember the Ansel model, but I believe the Wheelock is 46T-G6, something or like that. Don't really remember. Quite loud. Don't really like these bells. They just, Wheelock kind of cheaped out when making them, so they're like, just sound bad compared to every other bell that I have. And then next is my Edwards Model 55, 6 volts DC. It's a 6-inch vibrating bell. Funny enough, it actually runs also on 8 volts AC, but it only has one coil on the inside, so I'm not quite sure how that works. Don't really know, but it just kind of works. Or maybe on AC it's a single stroke. I don't know. Don't have a transformer to step 120 down to 8, so can't really figure that one out. Next is my Edwards. It's just some kind of Edwards bell. Can't remember the model. Can't really see it. It's a 6-inch vibrating bell, 24 volts DC. Got it brand new. These are really nice bells. I really like them. I'd recommend getting one if you can find one for a good price. They tend to be ridiculously expensive. That's the slight problem. Alright, over here, got my Pyrotronics BAC-4S 4-inch vibrating bell. Runs on 120 volts AC, and as far as I'm aware, I'm the only collector to own one of these. Just kind of found it interesting. I found it on eBay, and I'm like, kind of want that. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Next is my Edwards Adaptahorn Model 374. Pretty interesting horn, the original Adaptahorn here. Well, not necessarily original. Well, if you count the Edwards Model 311 as an Adaptahorn, then that's the original. But yeah, it's a 115 volt horn. Not much to say. It's in pretty good condition for its age. Just a lot of paint here on the base, but it doesn't really bother me that much. Next is a Faraday 4434 120 volt 4-inch vibrating bell. Pretty nice. Got this thing brand new, and really not much to say with it. It's just a standard 4-inch general signaling bell. Now, last for the devices up here on the top of the bench is my IBM Type RV 4016-6A 6-inch vibrating bell. Made it short on this one if you want to hear it, but yeah, pretty cool. Alright, just here, I figure I should mention, this is the Vulcan PVR Mark I. Probably seen the short on it. It's just right there. This is my Vulcan Heat Bell, Mark 30B or something like that. Sitting right here. And then we just got a bunch of devices here. I'll go through these. But yeah, let's start up here. This is an Amsico FS1-1, I believe, horn strobe. I have 2 of these. This is the dead one. Doesn't work. It never worked from the box. The seller was kind enough though to send another one. But yeah, really only the strobe works on it. The sounder is dead. The strobe does work. So it partially works. Then down here is my Demco pull station. Don't remember the model. All I know is it's Sigcom SG42S, I believe, rebrand. So yeah. Then up here I got a Simplex 4903-9215. This one is a parts horn strobe. The horn is dead on it. Used to work, but it just kind of gave up one day. So only the strobe really works on it, but you know, still kind of cool to have. This was one of my, this was, I believe, my first electromechanical horn that I ever got, so that's kind of cool. Then down here I've got this Edwards smoke detector. Don't remember the model off the top of my head, and this thing has like the worst base design, because if it's not on a box you can basically not take the base off, because it's just hard to do. I mean, you probably can take it off, I'm just not doing it right, more than likely. Then here I've got a Faraday horn strobe. The model, let me look, 5337-W. It's a 3-tone electronic horn. The only tone on it that sounds good is the horn tone. The warble and siren tone are insanely ear-piercing and really annoying to listen to. But yeah. And then back there is a Potter mini horn. I believe it's MHT-1224R. It's a Gentex GX90 rebrand. Not much to say about that. But then right here, I've got my Edwards Genesis chime strobe. I believe it's G1RF-CVM. Pretty nice, really quiet, which is kind of funny, but oh well. I got my Gentex speaker strobe here. This was the first speaker strobe that I ever got, and yeah, this one is a fixed 1575 Candela model, but oh well, it doesn't really bother me. Then I've got my Simplex 4903 remote strobe. Don't remember the model. Pretty nice, does work. I really don't like these strobes just because, like, to install them you have to take the actual strobe out, and that's just a major pain to do. Unless you want to crack the housing. If you're not careful with it, you will do that. So it's just kind of why I don't really do anything with this. Then down here I've got a Faraday speaker. Yeah, the 2955. It's another 2-watt speaker. This thing sounds really, really bad. It's like, it just, compared to all other speakers I have, it just doesn't sound good. And I think that's probably Faraday trying to make the speaker really compact, because it is really compact. So I feel like that just kind of sacrificed the audio quality there. But, oh well. Over here, got my Cerberus Pyrotronics MS-151. Kind of a bad pull station design because this entire front cover here slides off, but oh well. I mean, it's interesting to have. Then here I've got my Siemens T-Bar. Don't remember the model. Also don't have the key for it right now. That's coming in the mail though, so hopefully soon I'll have it. Still got the brake rod in it. But yeah. Then here I have my Faraday 6110. This is a 24 volt AC version of the 6120, which is the 9838. But yeah, haven't tested this one yet because the transformer that I have, it arrived kind of damaged, and I don't know if I should trust it. Especially since it's AC, and AC is not too kind to you. Then over here, this is my Simplex 2901 9846. This is the high current draw model of the 9838. Funny enough, this thing actually kind of sounds like a Wheelock 34 horn. Don't really know why. I'm assuming that's just from age, because these horns tend to wear out really fast. But yeah. Then over here, I've got my Simplex 2901 9838. So this is the DC version of this horn over here. But yeah. Next, let's get down to this next shelf here. So right back here, got my Gentex Commander 1. This unfortunately does not work. Well, the strobe works. The horn, if you put your ear right up next to it, you can hear it trying to be loud, but it just barely makes any noise. Oh, forgot to mention Cerberus Pyrotronics FJ303 firefighting phone jack. Don't know why I have it, I just do. Then next, I've got this Faraday, maybe Siemens remote horn. Kind of nice. In here, I've got my Wheelock ET1080 vandal resistant speaker. This thing on 8 watts is really loud, and I do like that. Yeah, pretty nice speaker. Really weighs a lot, but I think that's just because it's 8 watts. Then here, we got the big boy. This is my Simplex 4901-14. There's also a 2902 model number for this thing, but I'm just going to go what it says on the back here, because I can't remember the 2902 model number, but yeah. So it's just a rebranded Atlas speaker. 15 watts is really, really loud. Gotta say, that's pretty cool. Then right back in here is my BRK smoke alarm, not alarm, detector. I don't remember the model. Pretty sure it works. Can't really guarantee that one. But yeah. And then here I've got my Faraday horn strobe. It's like 29 something. Don't remember. This is not a UMMT. This only does one tone, so not really much there else to say about it. It is multi-candela, but it's got that little plastic insert in the window, if you can see that, so I can't really take that out. I mean, you can, but I'm just going to break it in the process. Then here is my BG10. This thing is broken. It broke in two ways. It broke in the classic recalled way, where the screw, if it gets too tight, it breaks around there. Actually, I don't even think that was the recall. I think that was something with the switch. But it broke there, and then the hinges on the bottom are broken off too, so it's just completely screwed. And last for this row is my Faraday 6-inch vibrating bell. Don't remember the model, although it's a really nice bell. Took a lot to actually get the gong off, because I had a back box that I put it on, but I gave that to another Faraday device, but it took a lot to get that gong off. It was ridiculous. And next here we've got my Atlas SVT-72 speaker. Haven't been able to figure out how to get this one to work. I just don't know. It just does not like to work. Could be dead. I really hope not, but oh well. Then I've got my system sensor SPSR. Not much to say here, just a generic speaker strobe. Then here I've got my Edwards 437-61 12-volt 6-inch vibrating bell. I believe this was the first bell that I got. Don't really remember. Pretty nice. Sometimes likes to work, sometimes doesn't. Really weird, don't know why, but that's just how it is. And then I got some more here. This is my Wheelock Exceeder remote horn. Not much to say about it. One of my first devices ever. AIP AI270 ASPO. The only difference between this and a regular 270 SPO is that this one has wire leads, but that's the only thing that's different. Then I got my Eaton call point here. Don't remember the model, just all I know is it's made by Eaton. Mercomp mini horn. This one is a Canadian model because it couldn't be silenced. It's just kind of the thing with Canadian mini horns. Edwards Integrity remote strobe. I believe this one's 202-8A-T. It's a 110 candela strobe. I do actually have the bracket for it, but I don't have screws, so kind of just sits without the bracket mounted to it. And then lastly, I have the Simplex True Alert speaker strobe, ceiling mount model, some kind of 4906 series, I believe. This one is a syncable model. Not necessarily smart sync. It's the kind where if you remove power, the strobe flashes. Don't know if that actually is smart sync or if that's just like syncable. Funny enough, this in theory, by the way it works, would work on Wheelock Sync, which I find really funny. The reason why I know that is this and a Faraday strobe that I have work the exact same way, and the Faraday strobe works on Wheelock Sync, so in theory this would work on Wheelock Sync. Alright, getting down to the bottom shelf here. Well, one of the bottom shelves. So back here we got my Simplex 2901 9333 10-inch vibrating bell. This thing has had a fun little problem of the striker constantly missing. Just figured out the gong wasn't tightened enough. So if you got one of these and it seems to work, but it's not striking the gong, just tighten the gong up a bit. That should get it to work. Over here, I've got my Potter SL1224, I believe, is the remote strobe version of the SH1224. Yeah, you couldn't tell that it's a remote strobe, but it's a remote strobe. Then up here I've got my Edwards Integrity horn strobe. Well, this is one of two. I have a white one upstairs that's in slightly better condition. Not much to say. Then I've got my Hochiki Commander 4 here. Don't remember the model. All I know is it's just a Gentex Commander 4 and nothing else. Then I've got my Wheelock ET1010. Wheelock speaker strobe. Don't remember the model. The strobe doesn't work, and I don't even know if the speaker works. It's kind of all messed up on the back. I'll show you what's wrong with it. So if we go over here, back to the bench, we look at the screws on the terminal, and they're wonky like crazy. And then I think the ones for the speaker are just like rusted and all that. That's not that bad, but I haven't been able to get it to work, so I don't even know if it does work. Kind of a shame if it doesn't, but oh well. Then I've got right here another Edwards Integrity remote strobe. This one's the double gang version, kind of nice. I got my Gentex Commander 3 simplex smoke detector. This is a rebranded System Sensor 1400, if I recall correctly. But yeah, it does work. I've actually fully tested it. It does work. Then I've got my Chematronics Halon discharge toggle. Kind of interesting. Don't know the model whatsoever. So sorry if you want one. I don't know the model for you. Then I got my Potter PVD 24/6 6-inch vibrating bell. Kind of a bad bell. It's not really great, but oh well. Then here I've got an Amsico speaker. Again, don't remember the model number. Kind of a bad speaker. It's not the greatest. Definitely has a unique look to it, but yeah. Then here I've got my Amsico FS1-1W sounder. Pretty cool sounder. Pretty rare as far as I'm aware. All right, we've got two more like shelves of stuff to show you, and that'll be it. So back there is a Amsico 12-volt security siren. Not that interesting. Here's a Holzer Cabot coated pull station. And an Edwards Adaptatone speaker here. You can see part of the smoke alarm collection here. And we go underneath the workbench, and we've got even more. Just a ridiculous amount. Kind of ridiculous. Might make a video on that soon. Don't know. If you know what that is, I mean, I feel like most of the people that are going to watch this know what that is. It's kind of cool. But yeah, that's pretty much everything. Well, at least that's in the basement. Kind of skipped over it, not that you really care, but System Sensor MDL3W. Don't know, maybe you wanted to see that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And there's the wall of batteries. They're all free of charge. Yeah, get the joke. It's a joke. It's funny. But yeah,